If you want to free up space on Samsung Galaxy Tab A11, what you can do is you can open the settings. Now over here on the left side, we can scroll down until you find the device care option. And then over here we can open storage. Of course, over here we can find the summary of the storage. We can see how much space is taken. And we also have these categories to find out which category takes the most amount of space. And this can give us a general idea of what we can get rid of, because if you have lots of videos, lots of images, lots of games, then of course you should be able to find that information over here. For example, in my case, apps take lots of space. As you can see, nearly 13 gigabytes is used by apps. So we can even tap on the category in order to find out, to jump into the app list, of course, and then we can choose which apps we want to get rid of. We can do the same thing with pretty much everything else. If we go to audio files, we'll open the list of audio files, and so on and so forth. If you scroll down, we can also find trash. So of course, if you delete something, you have 30 days to recover or delete permanently something. After those 30 days, these files will be removed immediately. So if you just removed something, you might notice that the space is still occupied. So in that case, you want to go to trash and remove permanently something. But besides that, we can go to unused apps, of course, and we can find out which apps are barely used on this tablet, so you can get rid of them as well. We can find duplicate files and large files, and large files by default are files that have 25 megabytes or more. We can of course adjust that. We can tap on these three dots in the upper right corner and choose large file size, and you can choose which files or what is the amount of megabytes or maybe gigabytes that should be considered as large. So we can manage this list over here like this. So there is pretty much nothing else that we can do like automatically in order to get rid of trash and get some space back. Most of the time you have to manually go through all of these files that you have, and you need to decide if you still need these files or not. If not, then of course you can remove them in order to get the space back. And also, of course, in addition to that, it is worth going to apps over here. And if you feel like a specific app takes much more space than it should, then of course we can go into the app and then choose the storage, and you can, for example, clear data. Keep in mind that if you do clear data, then everything that is related to your user data, it will be removed. So this includes your account and some settings and so on and so forth. So you have to keep that in mind in order to accidentally not lose files, for example, or if you are not sure, if you remember the password to your app, if that's of course is relevant, then you might need to check that first to remind yourself the password in order to then log in again. But that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe.